Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Live and Clicking with myself, Jack Revell. Hope everyone's well. Hope you're enjoying your week. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to be truly confident. Now, it's a bit of a funny one because people say to me all the time, like, how do you be confident? And what is confidence? You know, what is this mystical thing that people say they have? And maybe you're born with it, maybe you're not, maybe it's something you learn, maybe it's not, who knows, right? But there is a big fundamental difference between those that kind of show up all the time as themselves and that consistently come back and forth over and over again, to those that just prevent themselves from showing up or from doing the things they know they're capable of, purely because they just got that voice in their head that says, like, no, or you can't, or that's wrong, or you don't look good enough, you sound this way, or whatever it might be. Okay, now that little voice in your head is the thing that's preventing you from being yourself. It's preventing you from being the person you know you can be. And I heard this quote this week, which is what I want to sort of base this whole video on, right? Which goes like this: the only way to be truly confident in yourself is to be comfortable with what you lack. Let me just say that again. The only way to be truly confident in yourself is to be comfortable with what you lack. So if you were to just sit there for a second and look at what you lack in your own mind, right? What is it you think you don't have? Okay, and write it down in front of you, right? I'm sure that it will be a bigger list than what you think you've got, because everybody knows their flaws, right? Everybody likes to know what they're not good at. But actually, if you think about it, and you're able to look at what you do have, okay, then it might be a better thing to start concentrating on. But if you're comfortable with what you lack, right, then it means that you don't have to worry about the things that are holding you back, right? Think about it. If I was somebody who thought, oh, I don't sound very good, right? I don't like the way I sound on camera or on video, right? And then I decided that was going to stop me from going live, going on camera, then no one's ever going to be able to see my videos. I'm never going to put myself out there. I'm never going to be able to have any sort of, fun and engagement and get my message out there. I'm never going to be visible, right? And in today's world, right, and this is a news flash for anyone listening, you need to be online to be visible. Simple as that. If you don't have an online presence, right, you are basically operating a business under a rock. Because unless you are established and you've got lots and lots of clients that refer you and that you've got a big network that you're already communicating with, new clients are not going to be found walking down the street anymore. Okay, it's just not the way it happens. The pandemic has completely shifted that, and it's the way the world's going now. So being online is so key. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to show up all the time and be like consistently online like the Kardashians on Instagram, right? You don't have to do that. But what you do have to do is be consistently showing up. So whether that's once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a day, whatever it might be. I do these every single week. And I've had messages from people saying, I love coming to these every week, or I like watching them back every week because it's something that I look forward to, which is great, right? It means that people are interested in kind of hearing what you have to say. But when it comes to being truly confident, right, you've got to look at what it is that you don't like about yourself, and start really facing those fears. Start really looking at them and going, okay, why don't I like that? Why don't I like the way I sound? Why don't I like the way I look? Why don't I like the way that my nose looks in this camera? Whatever it might be, right? Look at it and face it on. And ask yourself this question: is that really the reason I'm stopping myself from going online? Is that really the reason why I'm not putting myself out there for my customers to see me? Do you think that your customers are going to care what you sound like, or what you look like, or what you're wearing, or anything else that might be going on in your head? No, they're not going to care about that. They're going to care about the value that you can offer them. They're going to care about the business that you run. They're going to care about the things that you are able to help them with to get them to the next level, right? They're not thinking about you. They're thinking about them, right? Number one rule of marketing, sales, basically anything really, is that people don't care about you. They care about them, right? So don't worry about it. Stop thinking about what you look like, and just worry about what you're delivering as value. Because I guarantee you, right? And I don't know this as a fact, but I can pretty much guarantee that 99% of people, right, in the world, okay, don't go live or don't go on camera or don't do the things they know they can do out of fear of being judged, out of fear of self-rejection, out of fear of self-doubt, right? But that 1% of people that just overcome that and push themselves past that barrier are the ones that succeed. They're the ones that really step outside their comfort zone. They're the ones that become the success that we see online all the time. This is the stat that I know, right? On Twitter, don't use it, but it's an interesting stat. 1% of Twitter makes up 90% of all tweets, which basically says that, you know, there's only a handful of people actually talking on Twitter. Everyone else is just like followers and people watching and stuff, right? And that's the reason, right? You gotta really look at what it is you can do to stand out from the crowd. Now, if it's just simply showing up, that is sometimes 10 times better than every other single person's doing. So I've got to, you know, I'm passionate about this because, you know, I've spent 14 years in an industry where I've had to just consistently, resiliently show up and get knocked down more times than I've been accepted. For those of you who don't know, I've been working in the modeling industry for a long time. And people think the modeling industry is glamorous and it's, you know, all about whining and dining and trips to Paris and on runways and stuff like that. Yeah, there's like a very small portion of that, right? But it's actually not that glamorous in a lot of ways, because you get thrown into a set of people you've never met. You get chucked on clothes that you don't know fit you, right? You get chucked in with a photographer who, you know, maybe is having a good day or a bad day, who knows, but you've still got to act as if you are like the most happy, most energetic person that could ever be in front of that camera. And you've got to sell it. You've got to give it everything, because those clothes are not going to sell themselves. You've got to give the camera what it wants. And some days you're not feeling great. Some days you're not feeling up to it, right? But that doesn't matter, because what you got to do is you've got to just put all that aside and you just got to show up, because days that you show up consistently and with resilience and with conviction are the days that you start becoming a much better and much more confident person. And yeah, it takes time. It takes a bit of time to kind of get through that. But, you know, as with anything, practice makes perfect. You know, you've got to make sure that you kind of put yourselves in there. I've just seen some really lovely messages come through from Aditi. Thank you so much for being here. Lovely to see you. I'm looking forward to your webinar later. If anyone is watching this today, Aditi's doing an incredible webinar later this afternoon, so you should head over to her page and check it out. Who else we got here? We got Sebastian. Hello, mate. Yeah, it begins with the mindset work and accepting our truth and celebrating ourselves as we are. You know, people are interesting in message, not the package. It's absolutely true. You know, people are all about, you know, you sell, as Seth Godin says, you sell the story and you sell the magic. You don't sell the product, right? If you can tell a story around why you're doing what you're doing, more people are going to buy into that than they are about, oh, this is this package that costs this and that and all the rest of it. So, you know, it's a really, really interesting, I think, you know, it's an interesting part of what we have in society. And, you know, confidence is something that is thrown around a little bit. People think you're born with it. Some people think you sort of learn it as you go. But I don't think so. I think that it's something that you are introduced to throughout life, but it becomes something that you need to grow, you need to work on. It's like a muscle. You need to really, really work on that. And the less you do, the more you do, the stronger it gets. So I really enjoy, you know, talking to people about this, because it's something that I've not struggled with for a long time, but I did at the very beginning. And so I know what it's like to not feel confident and to like throw yourself into the deep end with lots of things is a big thing. So anyway, guys, this has been a bit of a short one today, but look, I've really enjoyed having this conversation with you. Look, if there's anyone that's listening to this that wants to talk more about being confident, you know, whether it's on camera or off camera, you know, for those of you who don't know, I'm a trained life coach, qualified, and I help people with confidence in every single possible way. I help people mostly with the camera confidence stuff, because that's kind of my bread and butter, but I also have helped people start businesses. I've helped people reinvent their business. I've helped people really find themselves and become so confident that they're able to put themselves out there, you know, in the world, not just online. So, you know, if anyone's watching this and wants to have a chat further, feel free to drop me a message and we can jump on a call and we can see what's going on for you. Otherwise, look forward to seeing you all next week. And then from the following week, I'm actually going to start doing these on a Zoom call, which is going to be exciting, because I can start actually talking to you guys, you know, why not, you know, over Zoom, make it a bit more interactive. So look forward to that, and keep an eye out on various socials for that, because I'll be popping up and showing you all those soon. Anyway, have a great rest of your day. Peace and love. See you soon.